everyone, and welcome to Mark's Place Live. We are a little bit late here today. Mucho apologies for that. We had an internet outage here in lovely Los Angeles, and all of our internet was out. So we are now we're having trouble with the chat thing, and I don't know if I can get that thing working or not, because my chat window is not coming up. I don't know why. Let me see what's happening here. Nope. Doesn't look like it's coming up. I don't know. It's not coming up. Sorry, folks. Having some technical difficulties here. All right, well, there we go. It's still not working the way I'd like it to because we can't see the little chat box window right here up on the thing. But I don't know what's going on with it. I just tried monkeying with it and I couldn't get it to work. So, nonetheless, well, that was an interesting little delay we had there, folks. The whole thing was the weird thing was first we had an internet outage that lasted until about roughly 20 minutes ago, and it was out for about an hour and a half, and I figured we just weren't going to do the show tonight, and I got on the phone, my cell phone, and I was talking to Derry on the phone, and we were chatting for about a half an hour, and I kept my eye on the internet, and the little icon came up that that the internet was back on. So I scrambled to get everything. I had everything ready to go, and then I realized when I was to go back on that the little chat box that aggregates the chat from Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, that it's usually right below the microphone there, wasn't coming up on the screen. And I tried everything to get that thing to come up on the screen, and it just is not. So I can actually see those messages, but you can't. You can only see the messages from the platform that you're on. So in your case, it would be Facebook. So anyway, that was interesting and fun. How are you doing, Rosemary? Good to see you. I wonder, I guess it's just you and me here tonight. How do we have any other folks in the chat room here? Maybe not. We'll see what's going on. How was your week? I hope your week was good. This week was a chaotic week here, as you guys probably heard from the news that Los Angeles is in its crisis mode when it comes to hospitalizations for COVID, and all of the emergency rooms and hospitals are completely full, and people are being discouraged from getting any surgeries. So if you're going to have a heart attack or a life-threatening emergency, you're asked to put that off until the COVID thing is gone. So I don't know how that. So it's been kind of crazy, and then all this political stuff that's been going on. Yesterday they stormed the White House and broke all these windows, and 4 people were killed, and it feels like the world is coming to an end. I don't know what to say. So Rosemary, did you have a chance to go to? I guess remember we were messaging last week, and you were going to check out my sign up page on my website, but I never heard back. So I don't know. I guess you didn't, because I didn't see your email come up. Have you been busy? Probably you've been pretty busy. Everybody's busy now. Should I play a song? I don't know. Yeah, I probably should. I'm gonna play. Well, I don't want to play "Change in Love Time" until Alana comes in, because she likes that. She likes that song. So we might do a shorter show tonight. We'll see who shows up. I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. I've got a slow version of. What's a capo? I'm going to go here. I have a slower version of County Line I've been working on. And, oh my goodness, said, yeah, to get around to it, what you wanted me to do is working. Irma's here. Hi, Irma. Irma, we had an internet outage and we got started late today. So I hope, how you doing, Irma? It's just me and Rosemary here right now. Say hello to Rosemary, Irma. Irma, Rosemary Fallon, good friend of mine, musician and singer and songwriter. And so is Irma. All right, I'm going to play a song. This is called County Line, a little bit of a different arrangement than what you're used to. This was my single, and this is a single that I did. It was more of a rock, faster country rock thing. And I did a slower Americana kind of folk version of it. So. Late night, empty highway, trying to find how I lost my way. Somewhere back in the dark and rain. No sleep, tank on empty. Got to run where they can't find me. They got my plates, they know my name. But it's gonna be a long, long time before I make that county line. Hard drink, devil, women, no time to ask to be forgiven, Lord. Can I run one last time? Blood, raw stones, and heartache I left behind towns at daybreak, headed for that county line. Then it's gonna be a long, long time before I make that county line. It's gonna be a long, long time before I make that county line. White lines, high fever. I've never been a great believer. Save my soul before I fall. Last chance, one last mile. Running hard and in denial. Is someone there to hear my call? And it's gonna be a long, long time before I make that county line. It's gonna be a long, long time before I make that county line. I make that county line. Before I make that county line. County Line, here we are, Mark's Place Live, a little bit late tonight due to some technical difficulties that we ran into with our local internet connection here. Thank you, Spectrum Internet. We've been having some issues with them for, my goodness, it's been like 3-4 months of this. And anyway, we'd like to say hello. Hi, Nancy. Nancy is here with us. Nancy Wyndham is here. We have Irma Aguilar is here, and Rosemary Cox Fallon is here. So we have a small but enthusiastic group here tonight. I guess it is night now, isn't it? You folks were, and well, yes, no, we're talking Northwest Oregon. So when you're talking Nancy Wyndham, you're talking Northwest Oregon. And thank you so much, Nancy. Uh, Rosemary is from Pennsylvania, and Irma, you got me on that one. I want to say Arizona. Am I right? Sometimes my memory is not. I try to keep everybody straight, but it's kind of like, oh man, where's everybody from? And Steven's not with us, our moderator. I was talking to a good friend of mine who lives with Steven, and he said that Steven was asleep. He was sleeping on the couch, snoring away, and so I didn't want to wake him up. I have the automatic thing on that gives you my tip jar and my website. So if you can hit the tip jar, that's always appreciated. And if you'd like to visit my website, that's always appreciated too. And I have a new mailing list sign up sheet for my mailing list on my website. If you would like to become a member of the Mark Wesley Curran website, it is free. Please come to my website, click on members, and sign up, and that will get my mailing address. That will get your email address to me. You'll be given a password, and you can then log in and get free downloads of my music, as well as a nice, convenient place to see all my videos. All right, so we are going to move right along here. Oh, Texas, San Antonio, Texas. That's a wonderful place. I love Texas. I've never been to San Antonio, but they always write songs about, like, great country songs about San Antonio, Texas. And you've got the Tex-Mex thing going there, right, Irma? You and your husband, and you guys got good Texas Mexican kind of cool, music going there, and that's a wonderful thing. But anyway, I'm gonna do a song called "Feels Like I Am Falling in Love Again." Was leaving town in the morning, needed to put it all behind. She gave me no warning. That is when she caught me blind. Then all the plans I had were living in my head. I had to turn around and find that girl instead. Feels like I'm falling in love again. This is my last call. Feels like I'm falling in love again. It's the last time, I'm never gonna fall. Feels like falling in love again. Dee 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 dee. She was standing there waiting, smiling, knowing that she'd won. There in the doorway, she knew I had nowhere to run. There in the darkness, that's where she took my hand. She blew out the candle flame and how went all my plans. Feels like I'm falling in love again. This is my last call. Feels like I'm falling in love again. It's the last time, I'm ever gonna fall. Feels like falling in love. Feels like I'm falling in love. Feels like I'm falling in love again. Just a couple of weeks later, my new romance unwound. I packed my things up, drove my cell phone out of town. This time I make it out, this time I know I can. Before someone calls, starts it all again. Feels like falling in love again. This is my last call. Feels like I'm falling in love again. It's the last time I'm ever gonna fall. Feels like falling in love. Feels like falling in love. Feels like falling in love again. Oh, falling in love again. Yes, it feels like I am falling in love again. Falling in love again. Yeah. Thank you so much, Nancy. You are wonderful. How's everything going in Oregon, Nancy? Are you guys having the same COVID problem? I guess every state's having the COVID problem. California's been awful. There have been so many people getting sick. But we want to continue to, thank you. We want to continue to be strong and wear the mask, do social distancing, don't get together with family or friends unless absolutely necessary, no large crowds. And do be careful when you are out and about, especially in grocery stores and such, because that is a place where it can spread. And if we all stick together and do that, by the time they get the vaccinations out to everyone, eventually things are going to clear up and things are going to get better again. And we're going to be back to some sense of normalcy with a new administration, and hopefully we'll pull through as we always do as a nation. But it's been especially dark, hasn't it been? Well, we're here to celebrate, not lament. So, on that particular note, I want to play a new song that I don't know if you guys. I played this a few times before, but it is a new song that I'm going to be releasing next month, and it's called "The Time of Our Lives." And I don't know, the video might be a little late next month. Because we're the editor that I have, that he's been working on a movie that I shot about a year and a half ago. And he's also the editor for my music videos, and so he's been tied up with the movie. Those of you, Rosemary, I know you know this. I don't know if you knew this, Nancy, but I'm a horror movie. It's a bit of a hobby, but I'm a horror movie director, writer, producer. And right before COVID hit, I wrote and produced a movie and directed a movie called Hood Man, and then we got kind of sidelined by COVID, but we did complete it, and it's been in editing for a number of months now, and we're hoping that it's going to be released in March, or maybe even before that. No, wouldn't be before March. It might even actually be April. Nonetheless, my editor has been very busy with that, and I'm trying to figure out how to edit some stuff myself, and it's kind of tricky because I use the green screen. So when I shoot myself playing guitar, I have a green screen behind me, and then we composite in a background later in editing. And so I'm trying to figure out how that kind of works and do that. So it's a little bit of a learning curve. But nonetheless, I'll still release the song Time of Our Lives on the 1st of February, and I'd like to play you the acoustic version of that. And let's see what we got here. See you sitting there, looking just as good. Let me do this. I want to try that in a different key. I'm used to doing that in D. I want to do it in C. No, I'm going to do it in E. This is kind of low for the verses for me. See you sitting there. I see you sitting there. All right, I'm going to try it in this key. I see you sitting there, looking just as good as the day we met beneath that shady wood. Though we've aged a bit from 30 years, it's true. Our love is just as strong as when we said I do. All the years flow by like water in the stream. All the days go by like in a mirror dream. If I could trade the time for all the golden view, I would never trade the time I've had with you. It's the time of our lives. Don't let go. Hold on tight. Feel the love, feel the light. It's the time of our lives. In this moment, it's the time of our lives. Some might say that I'm a sentimental fool. Talk of things like love and think it ain't cool. They don't know the ways you made my life so good. All the things you do to make love understood. All the years flow by like water in the stream. And all the days go by like in a mirror dream. If I could trade the time for all the golden view, I would never trade the time I've had with you. It's the time of our lives. Don't let go. Hold on tight. We'll feel the love. We'll feel the light. It's the time of our life. When I see that gentle loving in your eyes, I know everything is all I realize. This is the moment, it's the time of our lives. Of our lives. It's the time of our lives. Somewhat different arrangement than the record, much different arrangement than the record, but that's called The Time of Our Lives And I was thinking of a couple of different ways of doing that in terms of rhythm. But each time I play it, I'm going to experiment around with it and kind of come up with different ways to play. What I try to do is I try to play these songs a little different each time I do the stream. And the cool thing about that is you can always approach a song from a different point of view, or approach a song from a different musical arrangement. You can come up with some really cool ideas. Plus, it's nice to not do the same thing every week. I like to try to switch it up, not only for you guys, because I do play the same music each week, but also for myself to kind of keep myself on my toes. So, all right. Yes. COVID. Oh, Nancy says COVID is crazy in my county. I love our weekly bubble, even if you only play for an hour a week. Thank you so much, Nancy. It's always a pleasure. I was thinking about going on more often, but I thought, well, some of the streamers are on like 2-3 hours, and I'm like, what would I do for 2 or 3 hours? It's like, wow. They say that's how you get more followers. That's how you get more people in your stream, and then the more people you get more people in. The longer that you stream, more people discover you, and then that sends you higher up onto the discovery pages of the various platforms. And then I don't know. I guess that really, I guess, depends on what your goals are. I'm really not doing it to gain any money or anything. There's really no money, but it's a nice way to share your music with as many people as possible. So I don't know, if the spirit moves us, we'll do it. We'll do it a little longer. But Nancy says, yes, play more. Okay, Nancy. Oh man. All right, so what are we doing? I know Rosemary likes Rosemary, is it? Do you like Queen of Diamonds? I know Mystic Fire is one you really like, but I played Mystic Fire last week. I can play it again if you want, but I'm going to do Queen of Diamonds because I'm in that close to that key now. She reaches for the diamond as it's laying on the table. Remnants of a love that once upon a time was stable. She throws that diamond to the stars, exploding in the heavens. Then she dives from Dante's Peak to check out where she landed. Though it don't seem fair, not anywhere for you. The Queen of Diamonds in the rough, in a lighter shade of blue. Love, it is all that you have left in your heart. After all, it is all, let us find a way to start. Love, it is all, it is all, it is all you have left in your heart. After all, it is all, it is all, let us find a way to start. Venus was on fire, though I hear she was a lady with all her philosophy, and I think that she was shady. Ain't it funny how it all comes down to all you have today? The best laid plans of mice and men may too soon go stray. Though it don't seem fair, not anywhere for you. Queen of diamonds in the rough in a lighter shade of blue. Love, it is all, it is all, it is all you have left in your heart. After all, it is all, it is all, let's find a way to start. Love, it is all, it is all, it is all that you have left in your heart. After all, it is all, it is all, let us find a way to start. Queen of diamonds, Queen of diamonds, Queen of diamonds, Queen of diamonds. Queen of diamonds, yes indeed. What else is going on out there? Did you guys have a good Christmas and New Year's? I hope you did. Rosemary, I bet you it's pretty darn cold in Pennsylvania these days, isn't it? There are some things I miss about Pennsylvania, but I don't miss the cold weather. That's one of the reasons I wanted to move to California. Rosemary, you lived out in LA for a while, didn't you? Yeah, I know you. Actually, you did. You were out here for a little bit, and then you went back. It's usually pretty nice here. It's very mild weather, mostly year round. But Pennsylvania, man, it gets so cold in the winter and the snow and everything, and then in the summer it's like just really hot and humid. So like I love the weather here in Southern California is just so nice, but it's expensive, live here is expensive. Alrighty, let's see what we got going on here. Is there any new news to impart? There is actually my music video that I would like to play. As you always play my music video of the month during each stream, and this is the single for this month, which is "Looking for a Girl." I'm gonna play that music video for you right now. If you haven't seen it, oh, you're in for a treat. But if you have seen it, well, you're still in for a treat, because it is an amazing music video. Let's play it. How do you like that? Here we go.
They say that love ain't something you search for. They say that love ain't something you'll find. They say just wait, it'll reach out and touch you. How can it find me when love is blind? I'm just looking for a girl. I've been around the world. I've been looking, I just can't find her. I'm just looking for a girl. I'm looking for a girl. My daddy said don't run after love, boy. My mama said you'll find it in time. My friends all say watch what you ask for. You might regret what you will find when you're looking for a girl. I've been around the world. I've been looking and I just can't find her. I'm just looking for a girl. Just looking for a girl. Just looking for a girl. Looking for a for the right one. I know she's out there for me. One look, one smile, and I'll know right away. She'll be the woman that I've always dreamed of. Until that day, looking for a girl. I've been around the world. I've been looking and I just can't find her. I'm just looking for a girl. Looking for a girl. I've been around the world. I've been looking and I just can't find her. I'm just looking for a girl. You know I'm looking everywhere I go.
I'm going crazy looking for a girl. Thank you, Irma. Irma likes it. Irma loves it. I just need a couple of million more just like you, Irma. Spread the word. That's great. That's a fun song. It's sort of about the futility of looking for love, right? You really can't look for love. It has to find you. That's the message of that one. But I thought that came out pretty good. I liked kind of the funny thing with the mime looking and the guy looking through the binoculars and everything. I thought it was kind of cool. Yeah. So moving right along here, I've got another song for you called 5 More Miles. Let's do it. Got your pride and you know it's true. You cannot hide from the devil's due. No other way to the promised land. I'll take you there if you take my hand. You got 5 more miles of running away before the river rises on the judgment day. 5 more miles I think you can see. Set sun on the Galilee. You got 5 more miles. 5 more miles. 5 more miles, baby. 5 more miles. There was a time when the wine flowed free. You were blind and you could not see. You know the pleasure always turns to pain, leave you lying in the pouring rain. You got 5 more miles of running away before the river rises on the judgment day. 5 more miles I think you can see. Set sun on the Galilee. You got 5 more miles. 5 more miles. 5 more miles, baby. 5 more miles. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. So give up now on your foolish pride. Take a walk to the other side. I'll show you how to take his hand. We'll go running to the promised land. You got 5 more miles of running away before the river rises on the judgment day. 5 more miles I think you can see, yes. Set sun on the Galilee. You got 5 more miles. 5 more miles. 5 more miles. miles, baby, five more miles. Oh, 5 more miles, 5 more miles, 5 more miles, 5 more. Five more miles. Looks like my auto texter is going crazy. It's hitting you with multiple messages. Mark's Place Live. Check out Mark's Place merchandise store. Quality t-shirts, coffee mugs, fashions, and more with our logo. Do visit the Mark's Place Live store at markwesleycurran.com/shop. And while you are there, please sign up for our mailing list. And of course, as always, share the music of Mark Wesley Curran with all your friends and family. Bring the joy of Mark into their world. Since it's made yours so happy, share it with others and make them happy too. That's what it's about. We will be... Well, I'm actually changing. I'm actually defying Nashville one song at a time. That's my little motto. People ask me, like, well, what does that mean exactly? Defying Nashville one song at a time. Well, it's sort of self-explanatory, but it's not. Rosemary kind of knows what it means. I spent some time in Nashville and shopped my songs around, and they got a good response, but the powers that be said that if I wanted to be successful in Nashville, I would have to write songs that were more commercial and more along the lines of the songs that were on the top 40. And so I decided that that really wasn't my thing. So I just kept writing. I just write the songs the way they come out, and there's a certain amount of skill involved in it, but there's also, you have to kind of stay true to your heart. And when you write songs, you really can't write them for commercial purposes, for gain. I mean, there are a lot of Nashville songwriters that do. A good Nashville songwriter, to be successful, writes in a room with other writers, and that's what they do all day long. And that to me is, that's cool, but it wouldn't be right for me. So I'm defying Nashville one song at a time. That's what that means. Ha! Pretty clever, huh? Whatever. All right. So we have another 10 or so minutes left, and Nancy requested a song called "As Good as It Gets." Nancy, I will always take care of you. You know that. Yes, you know that. Let's do this. Do 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 do. What's going on, you guys? We don't have a whole lot of people in the chat room, do we? Let's see if anybody snuck in. If we have any of our friends from the Philippines, sometimes the chat doesn't show up for me, and people are still in there. So if you guys are in here, or introduce yourself, please. And if I see your name, I will give you a shout out. In the meantime, if you've just joined us for no reason whatsoever, I'm going to tell you that I am Mark Wesley Curran, singer-songwriter from the Los Angeles area, here sharing my country, rock, folk, and Americana music with you, 100% original music, songs that I've written and that I'm working on, as well as stuff that I've done in the past. So we we do this weekly stream every Thursday evening at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you are on the West Coast, that's 5 p.m. And of course, internet outages notwithstanding, we're usually here on time. But if we're a little late, we'll still give it a try. But this is Mark's Place Live, and we are here weekly Thursday evenings. So do pass that along. If you have any friends that might enjoy our music, my music, please pass it on. doesn't sound quite. Capo on a 12 string never works that great. For you, Nancy. Doesn't sound right. So high E is out. Okay, here we go. If there were no tomorrow, I wouldn't have fears. If it ended tonight, girl, there wouldn't be tears. You and I are so blessed. Our love is as good as it gets. And I'd never trade this for nothing. You are the one and the best. All of us sent down from the angels above. Our love is as good as it gets. Da, 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 da. You've given me laughter, lifted me high. Through all of the heartaches, you've touched me inside. And we've got no regrets. Our love is as good as it gets. And I'd never trade this for nothing. You are the one and the best. And our love was sent down from the angels above. Our love is as good as it gets. You are my one and my only, and our love survived the rest. You are the reason, you've strengthened my faith. Our love is as good as it gets. Oh, our love is as good as it gets. Our love is as good as it gets. Good as it gets. That's the single. Our love is as good as it gets. A little bit of a different arrangement. You know, when you hear when we do the stream, we'll do a little bit of a different arrangement. Particularly just having the acoustic guitar, it's going to sound different. But I try to perform the songs a little bit differently each week. Give them a little bit of a different spin. But that goes out to Nancy Wyndham. Thank you, Nancy. She says, stay true to yourself. And of course I will. Defying Nashville one song at a time. It's the first time I think I explained that, but it makes sense, doesn't it? I mean, you do have to be true to yourself, and you got to do that, you know, because if you can't be true to yourself, who can you be? We'd like to say hello to Dawn. Hi, Dawn Cody. Good to see you. one of our good friends, longtime friends, Dawn Cody. Thank you so much, Dawn. We appreciate you being here, and I thank you for the compliment. We got a little bit of a late start here this evening, and we'd like to do, let's see, what are we going to do right now? I think we're just about out of time. But we did Looking for a Girl, so we are there, so that's fine. So I think we will end on that. I would like to let you know we are here every week, Thursday nights, and we will try to be on time every week. But like I say, we had an internet outage tonight, and it delayed us by a good half an hour, 40 minutes. So apologize for that. I'm going to look into getting a different internet provider, which is always kind of a shaky deal because you never know what you're going to get. You might go from having a semi-dependable internet provider to a very undependable. So, change is tough, isn't it? We want you to stay safe out there. Keep your head up and do stay positive through this difficult, both political and health challenging times. And we want you to take good care of yourselves and, of course, be kind to your immediate friends and family, and keep those close to you close, but don't gather in large crowds or even semi-large crowds, and keep the households, the nuclear family tight without going out into those larger groups or having families over and such, because that is basically how it's been spreading. Therefore, we will be coming back to you next Thursday evening at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Until then, thank you all for being here. I will see you all next week. Take care, God bless, and good night.